All right, you guys, so we're going to be looking at writing exponential equations, but when we are given points, okay? So we've done some work with exponential equations, we've done some work with converting them, and now how do we use Desmos if we're given 2 points, and how do we write the equation, okay? All right, so this process is a lot easier with the use of the equation. So um, we're not even going to talk about how to do it by hand. Now, when you do hit show solution here on Delta Math, he is going to show you how to do it by hand, but we're going to utilize Desmos to do the work for us. All right, so it says write an exponential function in the form y equals ab to the x that goes through the points 0, 20, and 2, comma 180. So in Desmos, you're going to hit the plus sign and you're going to add a table and you're going to type in 0, comma 20 into the first line, and then you're going to type 2, comma 180. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to hit this plus with this magnifying glass, and it's going to zoom fit. What's going to happen is it's going to bring the 2 points that you've put into the table into an acceptable viewing window. All right, so now we need to tell Desmos to write the equation, okay? And this process is regression, okay? It's a regression equation that we're going to write, okay? And you have to type it in exactly, you have to type it in correctly. All right, so we want the equation to be of this form, y equals ab to the x. All right, so we're going to type y. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to type y1. And that's because when you go right here in the table, y1, the calculator is going to draw these values in as it writes the equation. So now it's I'm telling the calculator to look right here to get values, okay? Then we're not going to put an equal sign. You're going to put this tilde or the squiggly line, okay? It's right above the tab on your computer, okay? And actually, I don't even know where it's at on the keyboard. So, oh, if you switch over to ABC, and then there's your tilde right here, okay? So it's the squiggly line, okay? And then we're going to type A, B, and then we're going to do exponent, so shift 6, and then we're going to do X1, okay? And that drew in, okay, that drew in the values from X1, okay? All right, so now we've got some information here, and we have to know what do we write here in Delta Math, okay? Well, you look right here at parameters. A equals 20, B equals 3. So you're going to write y equals, and instead of A, you're going to write 20, and then times, and B is 3, and then exponent x. So I took my values at right here, a equals 20, b equals 3, and I plugged them in right here. Okay, I'm going to hit submit my answer. Yes, and there's my check sign. Okay, all right, so that's how you're going to do level 1. Okay, level 2's pretty similar. Okay. All right, it says if f of x is an exponential function where f of 1 equals 10 and f of 6.5 equals 90, find the value of 1.5 to the nearest hundredth. Okay, all right, so I'm going to X out of here. All right, and I'm going to delete my values in my table. Okay, now it may not look like it, but you have been given values. Okay, f of x. Okay, so f of 1, they're telling us x equals 1. And when x equals 1, the function equals 10. So that's my y value, 10. All right, f of 6.5, that equals 90. Okay, all right, I'm going to hit that zoom fit again. So there's my 2 points. Okay, and it says then find the value of 1.5. Well, I can't do anything with that yet. Okay, I've got to get the equation first. So y1 tilde a b shift 6 exponent x1. Okay, all right, now there's my function. Okay, So y equals A equals 6.70658, B equals 1.49107. Okay, it wants to know what happens when x equals 1.5. So x equals 1.5. Okay, and it didn't do what I needed to. X equals 1.5. Okay, so look what happened when I typed in x equals 1.5. It drew a line right there, and that's where those two lines cross. So when x equals 1.5, my y will equal 12.211. And we have been told to round to the nearest hundredth. So 12.21. Submit my answer. Yes. Okay, and look, here's all the work on how to do it by hand. Okay, and we're bypassing all of that because we're going to use technology to help us. All right, let me do one more, and then I'll make a second video for the next set of problems. All right, so I'm going to delete the information here. Okay, it says if f of x is an exponential function where f of negative 4 equals 20. All right, negative 4, 20. And f of 3.5 equals 11, then find the value of f of negative 3.5 to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so let's now write the equation. So y1, because we got to draw the information in from the table, tilde ab exponent x1. So now we're drawing in the information from the table of x1 and y1. All right, there's our values of A and B if we were asked to write the equation, but we haven't been asked to write the equation. We've been asked to evaluate it, okay? So now we have the equation here, okay? And if I zoom out, okay, you can kind of see the shape a little bit better, okay? All right, and I'm going to zoom back in. I just wanted to zoom out so you could see the shape. Okay, so now I want to know what happens when x equals, and I am typing in x equals because I don't want the calculator to think that it's y equals. All right, so x equals negative 3.5, and there's where those two values, these two graphs intersect. Okay, so my y value is 19.22 because I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth again. And there it is. Okay. All right, so I will be back in another video. Good luck.